Hello all, Matty Maher here from Pro Swing, and today we're doing a tip of the week. Very important, catching tip, throwing mechanics for how we throw that guy out at second base. Now our other video, which I'll put a link to, is our catching mechanics, how our body sets up with no base runners, with base runners on. Check that out. But today we're going to talk about the mechanics of throwing a runner out. It is a progression. 3 things I'm going to pound into you. Transfer, footwork, and throw. That's the progression. The transfer of the ball from our glove to our hand, the footwork, what direction we're going and how our feet work, and the throw to put that throw in the bag. Remember, 30%. 30% is a good rate of catchers throwing out base runners. It's one of the hardest throws in baseball, so stick with me today. Let's get right into it. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the throwing mechanics. I'm set up as if there's a base runner on. You can see that in our other video. But now we're going to talk about the progression. Transfer, footwork, throw. Transfer, footwork, throw. You got to remember that. Now, the transfer and the footwork are almost simultaneous, okay? We have our forearm on our shin guard. We have our relaxed fist behind the glove. We do our half turn. As we receive that ball, this hand starts to come out a little bit. This starts our transfer, okay? Now, as we transfer, I'm going to zoom in on you. You want to keep that glove up. Now, we're going to talk about the footwork in a second, but let's watch those hands for a second. We want to keep that glove there. We don't want to pull the glove to either side. We want to keep it there because that will line us up. We want to find that four-seam grip. Now I'm square to second. My elbow's pointed. I'm ready to make that throw. Now, just important as the transfer is your footwork. First and foremost, I have to address this. We are not replacing our right foot with our left foot when we're throwing. That's going east and west. We're not coming here and have our body going that way. We want to gain ground towards our target, and our target is second base. So if I draw a straight line between here and a white line to bisect it, I want my right foot to bisect that line right here and open up. So here we go, slow motion. Here it comes. I bisect that line, okay? I'm still making that transfer. I don't overstride and step on the plate. I'm in a good balanced position. I'm coming up like an airplane, not coming straight up. And now I'm in a good balanced power position to make the final step, which is the throw. I'm here, I receive, the hand comes out, I bisect that line, I'm coming up like an airplane, I'm square, the transfer's done, I found my four-seam grip, I'm in a power position, and I make that throw. Let's do a couple quick ones right here. I'm here, just here's how you can practice. You hear? Get up, bam, you're done. Come right down here, bisect the line. Look, every time I'm square, every time I have a four-seam grip, this is how you practice. You don't have anyone to practice with, you hit, keep the ball in your glove, you hear, receive, bam, up, get to your power position. Okay, so we did our little drill here. We did something to practice even when we don't have anyone. Let's recap what we talked about today. We talked about throwing mechanics. Transfer, footwork, throw. We tried to drill that into you. Transfer, we talked about keeping that hand close, having our hands work together, okay? Getting that four-seam grip, not pulling the glove to either side so it creates a good throwing angle. We want to be square to second when we throw. We talked about our footwork, that 2 white lines, and we want to bisect the line, generate our arm speed with our hips. When we go east and west, that puts stress on the arm. We want to generate our power and our speed through our hips. We talked about the throw. We talked about that four-seam grip, staying close, coming up like an airplane with momentum and not coming straight up. Thanks for watching this week's edition of Pro Swing's Tip of the Week. Tune in next week for another tip that's going to make you a better baseball player.